Now.
Since you've been gone.
Reed, can you talk for like 2 more seconds?
Me? Hello?
Yeah.
Me? Reed?
Okay, you're good. All right, that was perfect.
Yeah, hey, stop. I need everyone to say something so I can check the stuff.
Okay, hello. You were talking. You're you. This
Okay,
is me.
hello.
Moo.
Moo.
Greg,
punk.
hang on. Just Greg.
Hey, this is Just Greg. Welcome to the Just
Hey,
Greg Show.
I think we're
where we
solid.
sit- Oh, all right.
Noise.
All right.
And Tim, you've got the
Yes.
Dang it! I was gonna post a link and I didn't. And I left the Twitch page. You can check the comments and stuff, right?
Yeah, I got it right here. But I mean, I'm not gonna like address it on the thing. I mean, I'll probably
but
mute myself and talk to the people if they come. But nobody is here.
No, that's fine. I was just checking because I wanted to make sure that.
Nobody's going to.
Got a
Because
cat
nobody
here
ever
all over
does.
my bed.
Oh no! I told my daddy. I was like, "Hey, Daddy, we're
Papa.
coming back."
Papa, where's our
Papa.
PS5s? Yeah,
Papa, the boys are going to talk.
I seem to be
I
the
mean,
only
Tim, you're
person
the only
here
one who doesn't have
without
one, right?
a PS5. Yeah, so what the heck, Tim? You jerk.
Oh yeah, Flippo, are you seriously wanting to come and get the VR?
Yeah. Well, unless you want to sell it, and go ahead.
No, come get it.
Just don't know when, but yeah.
Well, I'm not holding it forever.
I know.
How do I swap to my? That's
We're
how I
80
do it.
years old, and finally you come get it. All right.
So
well, let
if
me
my
know
kid-
whenever we're ready, and then I'll start recording.
If my kid walks in with no pants on, and we post this to Twitch, we're gonna get like super sued and banned, right? So
Yeah, we're gonna get banned in the first episode.
yeah, that's fine.
Like full chode or just no pants?
like no pants.
Oh, if he
Oh,
has
he's
a
fine.
like diaper on or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
or like
no,
underwear. Yeah.
Donald Duckin. Yeah. So
Oh,
no
complete.
underwear.
Oh, yeah. We'll probably. In fact,
Okay.
the FBI might come in. You know.
I've got my mouse on the turn off camera when that happens.
I have just posted. So if anyone wants to like share it so that maybe people will show up, you're welcome to.
Cool. I'm gonna mute myself
Who
and
has
go
the
pee
most-
really fast.
And who has the most
Why do
pants? We literally just started.
I know I have to pee so bad though.
Okay. All right. Ugh. I like that I changed. I was gonna try and put the Cape Complainers on the TV, like our logo and everything, but maybe next time.
I'm gonna be honest. Since I started like looking everything up online, I haven't like even looked at the recording or the page. We
Greg-
haven't started
Greg,
recording
if
yet,
you're
though,
gonna-
right?
No, I don't think so.
Greg, if you're going to do that, you need some different lighting.
I know. I want to get like a little ring light because I hate my ceiling fan light, so I was gonna get like some better lighting and stuff.
Well, if
They
you
sell them
like,
at Five Below.
Yeah, but that requires me going to Five Below.
if you get on Amazon, you can get a camera with a ring light attached to it.
I might do that.
I have. That's what I did, but I also have a big ring light as well, and I thought about like putting it there so it's like two sides.
Okay. Yeah, they have them at GameStop, and I saw them the other day. I mean, they have them everywhere. You can get it at Walmart or anything like that.
I'm back whenever you guys are ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit record, and then we can start.
Hit it.
All right. Oh yeah, gonna hit that record button.
Hit it so freaking hard.
Freaking.
I'm uncomfortable.
Call
we-
it
are we on
mommy.
I'm
Are
in
we on
danger.
Spit on it.
Are we live?
Yeah, we've been live.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, we went live
that's-
before I went to use the restroom.
That's awkward. Okay.
I
All
know.
right.
I brought my camera
Well,
with me. You guys don't watch?
That's a
I
part of the
did.
stream.
I've got my own live feed somewhere else. In the house.
I had to mute myself.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cape Complainers. We are here for the season 4 premiere. Now, if this is your first season with us, a little bit about us. We are a nerd podcast. We talk about everything that makes us nerds, what we like, what we hate. And as it says in the names, we're going to complain about it nonetheless, because nobody complains like a fan. All right. So before we get started, let's introduce ourselves if this is your first time or if you just missed us. Joining me, as always, are the complainers, Tim.
Oh, you want me to say
Anyways.
something? Hi, I'm Tim.
Yeah, this is audio.
Oh,
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. Come on, man.
Well,
All right.
but
And
it's not what we usually do. That's why we should have talked
Whatever.
about it ahead of time.
it's season 4. This is a new us,
I
a
knew.
new time.
Yeah, but it's been like what feels like 4 months. So it's been a while.
It was about
I
4
think it's
months.
like 6.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
been
it
a
was like 6.
while.
Guys, I'm so smart.
Let's see. And then we have Devin.
Hey, there's a spider like on my ceiling, and I feel like I need to watch it this whole time to make sure it doesn't just disappear.
Oh, guys, I'm leaving. I gotta take care of this. Then we have our beautiful little baby boy, Flippo.
Baby
Isn't-
boy. I'm not the
isn't
youngest one. That's Tim.
That's Reed.
No,
Or
it's
is it Reed?
Reed.
Oh,
Whatever.
Reed's the pretty
Whatever.
and the baby.
yeah,
It's hard to tell because he's got that distinguished gray mark.
I didn't want to give him all the credit because we always talk about how Reed is the face of the
Mhm.
group.
No. We always talk about how Reed's making babies.
Oh man, he
Just
makes
the one.
Yeah, but for a while it kept going back in and coming back out.
that.
Oh gosh.
And also, since we're talking about him, we're joined by occasional complainer, Reed. How's it going, buddy?
Well, hopefully to be back as a regular, but yeah, he's little baby Weed.
Yay.
Back at the mic.
Yeah.
Good, because if you don't, I'm gonna just keep drawing you as props.
Yeah, right.
As a bowling ball.
We're just gonna slowly just work him out of the whole group, just like he's just not.
Until it's just my hairline.
We just
He's gonna
give
be
your
like-
hair to all of us.
He's gonna be looking at a window while it's raining, trying to like come inside. Like, please. And I am your host, the ugliest one of the group, Greg. And like I said, yeah, we're back with season 4. We took some time off.
Yeah,
Everybody-
nobody, not all at once, stop Greg from calling himself ugly. Not just
I know, yeah, they just agree. They're like, yep, he's definitely the ugliest one. But we've been gone for a while. We have our own lives to do with. We needed to take a break, but we are back. And today's episode is basically, since we've been gone, it's going to be all the stuff that we kind of missed, didn't get to really review or talk about. Video games, movies, TV shows, anything that we've watched or anything like that. I have a list that I completely, until right now, forgot to send y'all. So I'm going to kind of go through the list. We can talk about it, and then also, if y'all know things, y'all can talk and interject whatever you want. There's no rules in this episode.
Didn't
We had
Tim
to-
ask you for that list
No
like 5 minutes ago?
rules.
He did. There's no rules. Reed wanted to take off his shirt, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
I
This
didn't
means-
want to take off my shirt. I just had to make sure. Do I need to wear a shirt? Because it's 108 degrees here in Texas. So
It really is. It's
Does this
god-awful.
mean that I can play with the soundboard on Discord?
You know, Reed, if you had solar panels, you would be able to run your AC and it wouldn't cost you anything. Just saying.
Are you a solar salesman?
I could be. You looking to purchase?
I might be. What do you? You look. Yeah.
What's
All
your
right, well-
what's your monthly kilowatt hour usage, Greg?
yeah, what's your square
'Cause I think I can fit you in with a couple of in-phase.
What about my life makes you think that I know anything about like important things?
Kilowattage.
You don't pay your electric bill?
The lights go out. No. Should I? But all
Yeah,
right.
your provider just sends you a letter. Just says no, not today.
Never again. All
So,
right.
Greg,
well,
since you planned all this, do we get a fun little game at the beginning?
you do, and the game is This Week in Nerd News.
Oh,
Boo.
Boo!
I'll make it a game.
Give us
I'll
a
try and make-
trivia.
Who died?
I haven't looked up any trivia. Well, a bunch of people have died actually.
Yeah, we doing a memoriam here.
Yes.
Let's do nerd
We
news.
created a PowerPoint so everybody listening in on the podcast just sit around for a second.
Yeah, Sarah
And that's it.
McLachlan starts.
Here
All right.
we are.
So,
Sorry, go.
this week in nerd news, a video game based off of the popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, The Last Ronin, is officially in development. Those who may not be familiar with it, it's a storyline where all three of the turtles are dead, and only one of them is left, and they seek revenge. And I'm really excited about it. It's said that it's supposed to be in the style of God of War, like the new ones. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I'm very excited to see this.
That would be pretty
I-
cool running around a dark, like gritty New York.
Mhm.
Being an edgelord teenage turtle that lost all of his
It's a-
brothers.
He's a middle-aged turtle.
Oh, he's older. Oh, that's gonna
Yeah,
be even better.
Who's developing it?
THQ.
HQ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What else have they made? They did. They did. Ghost of Tsushima, right? Was that them?
I don't know if that was Ghost of Tsushima.
Is it THQ or THQ Nordic?
It's THQ Nordic. Yeah. I just assumed it was all just one thing. THQ.
They did. Didn't they just do God of War?
Did they do God of War? I thought that
Yeah.
was someone else. I
Is that
thought,
where I've seen them?
God of War was Sony Entertainment. Aren't
You know
they?
what's so interesting
Oh,
about
you're
our
right,
day
you're
and
right.
age is that we have computer. You know what's even more interesting? We're sitting in front of all of our computers. Why don't we just freaking look it up?
I volunteer Tim as tribute.
I'm
it's
looking
funner to just
now.
guess.
Remnant,
Sounds right.
Darksiders,
Oh, yeah, I know
Destroy All
Darksiders.
Humans.
Oh, that was a
Okay.
fun game.
That's just a
So
few of them.
we're in good hands with the last round.
I tried to read that comic, and I love the idea about it, but I could not get into it.
I loved it. It was dark. It's what the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics used to be.
It just
that's
felt
what I
like it
loved
took forever.
Oh, it's just
Eh,
slow
no.
pacing. Is that what it was?
At least in the
Well,
beginning for me.
It's slow because they're trying to like keep a guessing game of who the turtle was
Oh,
that isn't dead, and so they're trying to like kind of keep that open. And then once you find out who it is, then it goes into backgrounds of how the other turtles died. Splinter's dead as well, and it's just kind of just a.
are we
It's
trying to
just a
keep
nice
that a secret or?
I mean, I don't want to give spoilers
Okay.
and all that stuff.
I mean, and it's already been published in a comic book. so-
Yeah,
For
it's
a
not like
while.
a
I
brand
mean,
new
if
story.
you wanted to know who it, all right, well, I guess if you don't want to hear, stop right now and then fast forward like a couple of seconds. The last Ronin turtle is Michelangelo.
Okay.
He's the last.
Way.
That's
would
what
you
I
say
thought. I
that?
thought I'd already seen it or read
seen
something about it, but I couldn't remember. Okay.
Yeah,
Greg,
it's-
I didn't finish the comic.
well, you had like plenty of time to tell me to stop and not spoil it. I'm just saying.
I know. I already knew who it was.
Yeah, he
Just-
already knew. I knew from Devin who
Yeah.
the last Ronin was.
Well, Devin, stop the episode and fast forward a few seconds,
All
and then we won't worry about it. All right. So, next bit of nerd news is South Park's latest game called South Park Snow Day is a 3D co-op multiplayer game, and it'll be coming in 2024. I'm a little disappointed because there's been at least 2 new South Park games, The Stick of Truth and The Fractured Butthole. And I'm
You
a little
need a little
upset-
more space between butt and hole because they're two separate words in the title.
but I'm upset that they just kind of phoned it in like Snow Day. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
but I don't know. It doesn't look like my cup of tea. It looks a lot like Diablo,
Wait,
like the game.
is it fractured but whole or?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fractured but whole.
I
It's not but.
chuckled to myself when you said butthole. I was like, that's pretty funny. But now it's kind of
Because
just like,
that's how they meant to do it, Tim.
Yeah, they
see.
did
They can't put butthole in a game.
Yeah, they can.
Here, I'll
They
go
could-
get. I'll go
All
grab
of
a
my
copy
favorite
of the game.
video games have buttholes in them. What are you talking about?
This
In
is a
the
no
title?
rules episode. Let's see. Next bit of nerd news is Johnny Hardwick, who had passed away. That's one of the deaths this year. He voiced Dale Gribble, and he completed some of his voice lines as Dale Gribble for the upcoming King of the Hill revival before his death. And the show is still expected to come out sometime in 2024.
I didn't realize that was in talks, a King of the Hill revival.
Yeah, I believe it's supposed to come to Hulu because Hulu recently revived
Futurama.
Futurama.
So is that what they're gonna
Yeah.
do? They're just gonna take all the '90s adult animations and just bring them back?
I'm sure people are just out of ideas, so maybe that's what they're going to do.
That makes sense.
Like the
it's
show
the,
is supposed to be set in the future, so Bobby, Hank Hill's son, is going to be older, and like we're just going to be seeing what these characters are doing now. That's what the revival's supposed to be. Let's see. Next bit of nerd news. We got our first look of Peter Dinklage in the upcoming reboot of the low budget horror film The Toxic Avenger. And it is supposed to premiere at some kind of Comic-Con fest called the Fantastic Fest in September. Are y'all familiar with The Toxic Avenger? Not.
He is toxic, and he is an Avenger.
It's a really low budget B grade movie, but it has a bit of a cult following. He's basically a janitor that falls into a vat of chemicals that turns him into like a gross looking Hulk monster, and he kind of becomes a superhero. And it's Peter Dinklage is going to be playing that role in the reboot.
Can I interject here for a second?
Yeah.
Tim, what does the rest of your shirt say? I see that it says "Trust me." Is that it?
Depends. Do you
It
trust?
says, "Trust me, I'm a ninja."
Shut up, Flippo.
Oh man,
You ruined it.
I know. I was gonna get Devin to Venmo me $2,000 with the promise of a 100% return in a month.
well,
then
that
not
wasn't
give
gonna
it to
Surprise
him.
at the end of the episode.
Ah.
Next bit of
with
nerd
that-
news: Netflix releases its first trailer for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, with the entire live action cast of Scott Pilgrim versus the World returning to voice their characters.
Where are they going?
The show will debut on Netflix in November 17th.
When is the Toxic Avenger? I think I missed that one.
Oh well, that premieres at a kind of a Comic-Con fest
Gotcha.
in September.
Maybe that's
I
when
don't
you see
know
the
when
date.
the physical or digital release isn't announced yet.
Gotcha.
I think it's really cool that they're doing this Scott Pilgrim thing, and they got everybody coming back. They got Edgar Wright coming back, who was the writer director of the movie. They got all the voice actors coming back, and it's cool because they're doing the classic comic style. So I'm excited to see that as well.
But where are they going?
They're just taking off. They're just hitting the road. I don't know.
Like a bunch of hippies.
It looks like it's just a retelling of the story. Like if you've seen the movie or read the book, like the comics, it looks like they're just kind of retelling it in the
Lame.
actual style. Lucasfilms is closing the Clone Wars Animated Studios department. The future on Bad Batch and Tales of the Jedi are up in the air.
That sucks.
I don't know why they're closing it down, because I liked the first. I haven't seen the second season, but I liked the first season of Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi was awesome. I don't know if it's just too expensive and like Disney.
That's what I'm
sucks.
thinking. Yeah, Disney's losing a lot of money on Disney Plus right now.
Yeah. Well, they're idiots. They're literally putting trash on there. Like I'm really only there for like the occasional Marvel show and Star Wars show. So I'm just like I'm rarely ever on Disney Plus.
I
so
still haven't even finished Secret Invasion. It's so boring.
it's like yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Let's see. Next bit of nerd news. Apple TV releases their first look at Monarch Legacy of Monsters, which is a Godzilla kind of prequel in the same universe as the Monsterverse.
Cool.
And yeah, that it seems cool because it looks like it's going to take place after the 2014 Godzilla movie. So it's going to be cool to see just like a possibility of more monsters. Kind of just get a new kaiju movie. I'm just excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown a map of like maybe like 20 or something like that, and we've only seen like 3 or 4, 5 maybe
Yeah.
the latest one, I think.
Yeah.
They'll never do it, but I want to see a Gamera movie. Y'all, it's like just this big turtle. that's a
Oh,
kaiju.
they had a Gamera movie back in like the
Yeah.
70s or something.
Mhm.
It was black
I
and
want-
white and it was really crappy.
I want a new one. I want to see that turtle just tear up some people.
I would really like to
Oh.
see a kaiju like monster universe like MASH with the Transformers universe. And then there's a
Mm.
Transformer Godzilla that becomes Optimus Prime by absorbing his Allspark.
Be interesting.
So you mean
That was a
Mecha
little
Godzilla
weird.
just becomes a Transformer?
Yeah.
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 Next bit of nerd news. Fans are upset with Rockstar Games over their Red Dead Redemption bundle. They recently released a port of Red Dead Redemption 1 on PlayStation and Switch, of all things. PlayStation 4, not even PlayStation 5. And they just released it, and people are upset with the bundle, which includes Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2, and it costs $100.
And people are still gonna buy it.
Yes.
Are they like, are the fans surprised? This is like number one Rockstar strategy. Yeah, they've been doing this for a
Mhm.
decade. What makes the fans think that they were going to do anything different with this title?
I don't know. But Red Dead Redemption released back in 2010, and fans expressed their disappointment in the game's $50 price tag by itself. Now, I bit the bullet and bought it anyways. So
Jesus Christ, Greg.
You're the problem.
I know.
Yeah, man. They're going to keep doing this as long as people like you bite the bullet.
Hurry.
Now, bite this bullet.
Well, Flippo technically has it too, so he should get in trouble as well.
Yeah, but I'm not
Okay,
gonna no.
He
You're
didn't
gonna
buy
play
it.
All right, I already own Red Dead 2. I own Red Dead 1 on PlayStation 4. Why do I need to get it from PS5?
Guys,
It's PS4.
guys.
Am I one of the
Who
weirdos?
cares?
Am I one of the weirdos that doesn't really care that much about Red Dead?
Oh, I love
It gets so repetitive. I agree with you, Reed.
No.
Well,
Guys,
my issue is they had the whole
It would have
game
been better if they included. It would have been better if they included Undead Nightmare.
Yeah. Well, they did. The port is Red Dead and Undead Nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that
But
makes
still,
it
though.
kind of a little bit better, but still. But my issue is talking about Rockstar and their laziness. They kind of had the game already made. Red Dead 2, the map of Red Dead 1 is a part of Red Dead 2. They would have to make some character models and maybe do Mexico. But I mean, I don't claim to know what goes into making a game, but still, I mean, it seems like they got most of the hard work done, that they could just get off their lazy patoots and do something about it. But
That's
Hey-
not the
hey, guys.
current video game community, so
yeah,
the spider's gone.
I don't know where it went.
I don't know where it went.
It's still alive.
this is your opportunity to become Spider-Man.
Yeah, as we talk, we slowly see the spider coming down from your head.
And we're like, Devin, and he's like too busy ranting about some random shit. I mean, crap.
There you go.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Yeah,
Send you
this
to
is a-
detention.
This is a family show.
Tim, behind you, watch out.
The Barbie movie will be available for digital download on September 5th.
The what
Has
movie?
anybody seen this movie?
The what movie?
The Barbie movie?
Barbie movie. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have we seen it?
Yeah.
I have
I
not.
want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I really
I
want to
haven't seen
see
it.
it.
I do want to.
From what I've seen like clips, it looks really funny. I was like, I really want to
Charlamagne saw it.
Oh, she like
Charlamagne
it?
saw it. She enjoyed it. Oh yeah.
I'm
Why
I'm
didn't you
excited
go
to
with her,
finally-
man?
I had to work.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He doesn't want
Mine
you
and
to-
Reed's wife saw it. They didn't want to go with us.
I don't have time.
And then last bit of nerd news I have is a live action Jack and Daxter movie is reportedly in the works at Sony, with Tom Holland set to star as Jack or Jax, however you say his name, and Chris Pratt as Daxter. whatever
So
his name-
it's pretty much just Onward.
yeah, pretty much.
Sweet.
My issue is, yeah, the Marvel movies were great and everything, but I'm getting so sick of seeing the same people in everything. Like, we always see Chris Pratt, Tom Holland, Chris Hemsworth. We're always seeing these people. I'm just like, yeah, they were in a big selling movie. I don't need to see them in everything.
Well, let's be fair at least on this. Like, they weren't really in anything up until Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Marvel opens the
Like-
door.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like Chris Pratt
came from Parks and Rec.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but
that's it. He wasn't in any like big budget stuff, but like Chris Evans and like all those others, like for the most part, they were in other stuff before Marvel came.
True.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I remember playing the games whenever like it was like the PlayStation 2 era and all that stuff, but I mean, I'm probably not going to be just drop dead excited about it, but whatever.
Which is which?
Who's Jax and who's Dexter?
Yeah, who's the ferret?
The ferret, that's Daxter, however you say his name.
Oh, it's an A, so Daxter.
Jackson Daxter. All right. Well, that will complete nerd news. Unless anybody else has heard anything. All right, we're moving on. So let's go ahead and go into our topic, which is Since We've Been Gone. The
Since we've
stuff
been
that
gone.
Starting off, we're going to do Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This film, I finally watched it. I didn't want to see it in theaters, but it was a major letdown.
Yes.
Yeah, it just everything about. I mean, Kang was good. I was furious with what they did with MODOK.
That was a
That
monstrosity.
was so stupid.
Yeah.
Aside of
Yep.
him, you know, practically being a monstrosity in the comics. I
Yeah.
did not like it.
Can I
And
say,
the trailer set it up like it was going to be so dark, and it wasn't. It was a stupid comedy.
yeah, a stupid comedy with a stupid point and a stupid plot.
Hey,
Yeah,
I did get it. Did give me like one really hearty laugh, and all I remember about it was they were like, "That guy's broccoli." That's all.
Yeah.
I laughed really
Yeah,
hard.
His head is like shaped like broccoli or something. Yeah.
I don't know. It was for me. It was right up there with being just as bad as Thor, Love and Thunder.
Dark World.
Like,
Oh,
no, Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder was horrible.
Well, let's compare it to the
It was.
first, or like to the original, like the crappiest Marvel movie. How was it compared to the Eternals?
I liked the
was
Eternals.
better.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the
was much
Eternals.
better.
Yeah, I actually liked the Eternals, so you can
It
shut
knew
your
when to
mouth.
it knew when to be funny, and it knew when to be taken seriously.
Yeah,
Ant-Man
don't act like you're
Quantumania
the
was-
victim here, Devin. You were trying to shame my favorite movie ever.
That's not
Yeah.
just
In
me.
fact,
it was
I
a big
hope you
consensus that
go outside and get hit by a car now.
You know
the
what?
internet.
I'll go
Thank-
start my own car and stand behind it, and then you'll feel real bad.
As it just
Kill
Why
slowly.
would you stand behind it?
I know.
Yeah.
It just
but
slowly
Quantum 80 was a-
bumps him.
He lays down and
Quantum
has to kick bricks out from under the tires while it's in neutral. And that's the best he can do.
yeah, it was a huge letdown and really disappointed in it.
Yes.
Next
But
we
Marvel
have-
does have good villains. Jonathan Majors is so good. And what's his face? Loki. I always forget his name. Who cares? He's old, dude.
Hiddleston.
He was so good. Yeah.
Who's the first one you said?
Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors.
He's the
Which
one who
one's that
played
one?
King.
Like Kang.
but-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him in Loki season 2. I'm
Yes.
interested to see what that.
Yeah. The big reveal
Up
at the end
next
of
we
season
have
one.
Cocaine Bear, which was a movie based off of the story of a bear who ate a lot of cocaine and died.
Got into
I
his
saw
stash.
that, and it was hilarious.
The movie?
I went to go visit my dad over the summer, and that's one of the things we watched. Have you guys seen Modern Family?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen Modern Family.
Mitch, her gay brother, he's in it, and that was a weird take to see him because we've been watching Modern Family, and I was like, that's weird because he's like a really redneck hippie.
Yeah, that's a weird casting. Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. But have you guys read the reviews about it? They're
No.
all so bad. Like, it's got really bad reviews.
I would
Yeah,
assume
everyone
people kind
says,
of come at it with eyes of wanting to see it as a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Title is Cocaine Bear. It tells you what it's about. You should expect nothing
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Well, the
a lot of people
reviews.
compare it to Sharknado.
Well,
Yeah,
and-
that too.
the reviews weren't like, it's not an art piece. It was more like it tried to be funny and it wasn't. Those are the
It
reviews
was
that I saw.
hilarious.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm mentioning this, is because you said it was really funny and
You're wrecking on my favorite movie, Tim. I hope you get hit
Good.
by a car.
Me too. Take me out of this world. No more mortgage. Okay. Boom.
Can I have your house?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
You can
It
have
was the Bank's house
you
anyway.
can
He
have my
just mentioned
mortgage. I'll give the entire
Yeah.
house to Greg before I give it to you.
Oh, bitch. I mean,
Oh,
you.
oh,
You.
bitch! Fuck.
Oh, Tim. That you can't. Let's see. Creed 3. I mean, I
Why?
might have been. I
It
loved
happened.
It was. I mean, well, it took me a while to like it. It was if you've seen Creed, if you've seen any of the Rockies and the first 2 Creed movies, you kind of get the gist of it. It's a boxing movie, and there's going to be some hardships that he'll have to overcome.
Oh no, turmoil, no.
Was
If you've seen any boxing show, it's the same thing.
Jonathan Majors was in that one too, right?
Yes, and he is phenomenal.
Yeah.
A
Is he the
really
good guy in it or the bad guy in it?
He's the villain. He's the villain of it. But it was a really good story. It did something that no other Rocky or Creed has done before it. It was just really just different. And
Wait, was
just-
it that he won in the end?
no, it was I mean y'all probably don't care, but there's just this random moment where like they're fighting in like their final fight, and it's just them two. They take like everybody else is gone, and it's that we've never done that. Like the Rocky films and even the first 2 Creeds are kind of grounded movies. Then it adds like a random surrealist element in Creed 3 that I've never seen before, and it was just different and weird.
Well,
Have
I
you
think it
seen
was
all Rocky
Creed 3. I saw an interview with Michael B. Jordan, and they were talking about how like some of the shots that they do in the fight. I think it was Creed 3. They shot it at Michael B. Jordan's inspiration from like Dragon Ball Z, so they tried
Yeah.
to mimic some of those same like hits.
They did.
Was it? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's definitely no. It's that's one of them, but one of the like another random part, like whenever they're fighting, like we have like the whole crowd, and then all of a sudden the crowd is gone, and it's just Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors just wailing on each other, and it's just like it's just never been in there, and I don't know. I thought it was cool. number.
I was
trying to.
if
put a number
you
on that.
you can have like all these great people in it, and that could be great. But like, if it's a movie no one really cares about or asks for,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
They're making 3 of them, I think. I
Yeah.
think people are asking for them, and if they made
People
like,
want them. I'm a
didn't they
big
make like
fan.
5, 7 Rocky movies?
Yeah, they made a.
People are
I'm a
asking
huge
for it.
Rock.
I'm just
So
afraid it's
Devin,
going to turn into like Fast and the Furious. You know what I'm saying?
Let it turn into Fast and the
Furious-
Furious. Who cares? If people are watching it and they're being entertained by it,
Creed
let them be
16.
entertained.
President calling you.
then we don't
Tuck
need
your
to
feet
watch
down.
it. Our whole point is to complain about things.
Yeah, let it complain.
No.
Fix your internet, Devin.
Yeah, Devin, get it together.
What
I
are you
know,
talking
Well,
about?
you're
you
jumpy all over the place and
Yeah, you're
choppy.
sounding like a robot. You're ruining our audio.
'Cause everybody's
Um,
all over my freaking internet.
It's a
let's
spider. It's
see.
in your. It's in your
It moved into the modem.
The spider is messing up your web.
Oh.
Next is Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I loved.
Didn't even watch it.
I loved the first Shazam. I thought like this is good DC. Like I've been waiting on a good DC movie, and this is it. It was funny. It was the most enjoyable DC movie I'd seen in a while. Say
Yeah.
at that point. And this one, it was just incredibly disappointing. It felt like Shazam, played by Zachary Levi, and the Boy version of
Boy.
him were
Boy.
in 2 different movies. Like the Boy would do one thing, and like Zachary Levi, he did his own little thing, and like they were, it was like it was 2 different people. They didn't feel like the same person in this one.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, I didn't like the villain or the idea that they had with it of like them bringing back Greek monsters or mythology and all that stuff.
Well, it was
just
to bring back their world. They had to plant this world tree, and they
Yeah.
chose Earth to do it on.
Yeah. I watched the last half of that movie when I was down in Texas to see you guys because it was on like one of the 3 channels that the hotel had. And yeah, it did not make me want to watch the first half of that movie.
No.
It was so just
And one of my big issues, it's not really with Shazam, it's all like the last waning movies of the Snyderverse DC, is they are still setting things up that will lead to nothing. And like Shazam: Fury of the Gods ends with like we see Wonder Woman in it, and they bring back the villain from the first movie, and they're like, "Oh, we still have a plan," and it's like we're never gonna see it.
Well, to be
Like-
fair, Greg, to be fair, even the first set of movies in the Snyderverse, the DC movies, they led nowhere anyway.
Well, it didn't have a chance to lead anywhere.
I mean, we got their second movies and they still sucked. Well, we got third movies and they sucked. We even got the Snyder Cut, a 6-hour movie, and it still was just over what is considered an average movie. And it had to be 6 hours.
Yeah.
The first Avengers movie, we get our first look at Thanos. Think about how long it took for that to happen. Like, that's what I mean. It was trying to build up to something that they didn't get a chance to actually do.
No, they weren't trying to build up to something. They just threw in all the big names in DC and hoped to God that we would enjoy one of the movies long enough to give them
we got
the
this guy.
profit
Did you
back.
see him? Oh, this guy's over here. Did you
Yeah.
see him?
Something is bound to stick. I know it.
Please, I know. They just they grabbed macaroni from a boiling pot of water, tossed it up against a poster of DC villains, and that's who they chose.
They're like, oh, that one's not done yet.
I know. They put it back in the pot.
This one's dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This one's dry.
Well,
Yeah.
take it off the wall. We still need to eat it.
Yeah, I was disappointed in it, and it could have been great because, like I said, Shazam was one of the better DC movies I'd seen, and it was sad to see like what happened. And it was just like,
I think I would have liked it if like the family wasn't a whole team of superheroes, you know. I think if it was
Just-
just Shazam,
Yeah, just him.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might have been different. It might have been better because I liked it in the first, and then in the end, he shares the power with them all. But
Mhm.
now it's just like sort of a family movie, and we want action hero, this and that.
I want to see blood.
Yeah.
All about family.
Not in this movie. Let's see. John Wick Chapter 4. Now, we said earlier, I don't want it to be like the Fast and the Furious movies. This, John Wick, is easily becoming like the Fast and the Furious
The new
movies.
one.
And they keep
John
getting
Wick
big
1.
names to join too. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, John Wick 1 was perfect. Should have just been a solo movie. Why make a franchise?
I got one complaint. They
What?
killed a dog in
not here.
it,
That's the wrong
and yeah, they killed a dog in it, and that just takes it down 9 notches for me. 1 out of 10.
That's the start of the movie. That's
Yeah,
that's the
screw that movie. It's the worst.
It would have been a really boring movie if the dog didn't die.
The second movie where no dogs died was a good movie, and no dogs died. Greg, what the heck?
I'm just saying.
Just people.
These movies are getting completely out of hand. Have
Greg
y'all
hates
seen
dogs.
Chapter 4?
You heard it here first.
Love dogs. Have y'all seen Chapter 4?
I don't think so, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Oh man, there are at least 3 fight scenes in this movie that just made me go, "What the hell is happening?" Like, this is ridiculous.
Wait, hold on. 3 out of how many fight scenes in this whole movie?
Oh god,
10.
I can't even count. Like the whole movie is a fight scene.
I'm
And it's
sure.
just ridiculous.
What can we watch it
but-
on? Because now I'm interested. Now I gotta watch it.
I can put it in
You know how he watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I think it might be on Max. It might be on Max. But if not, I can put it in the drive. It's just
They're about to release the TV show.
and it's gonna be a TV show. See, this is the Fast
John
and the
But
Furious.
it's-
Wick TV show?
No, so it's based off the Continental, like
Yeah, the
when it
hotel
first started.
assassin,
Look at
What's it
this.
called? What's the
It's
show
called the
gonna be?
Continental.
You
the
know,
continent.
I think I saw a commercial for that, and it didn't seem anything like John Wick, and I thought it was going to be John Wick, but it didn't
It's
seem
fun.
like it in the commercial, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
So we
yeah.
can clarify, it is not on Max right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'll put it in the
Sorry,
drive.
all 1 people watching right now.
Someone watching?
Yeah, your dad probably.
Daddy, is it you? Papa?
Papa,
Papa, buy Tim a PS5 if it's you.
just to describe one of the fight scenes in it, in France, Paris, whatever that place is called, it has that big long roundabout.
Yeah.
There's the fight scene that happens in the middle of that roundabout for like 20 minutes. It goes on.
Like of the movie?
Yeah, and no traffic stops. Like there are people shooting in the road, getting hit by cars, doing all kinds of stuff, and French drivers are like, "Oh, must get to work," and so it's just like nobody stops. And I'm
Well,
just
if you
this
stop
is
in the middle
crazy.
of this traffic and roundabout, you're
People are shooting guns and dying in the street in front of you,
Yeah,
and they're just like, "Oh,
Greg.
people want to stop. People want to stop
Greg,
in the
they-
middle of
yeah. I mean, what are they going to do? Go through the roundabout and turn back around? That's a longer path. They just
Oh,
keep
you
going
see
straight.
that?
or at least stop."
To be fair, it is in France, and they are known for giving up. So
It's
Ugh.
an everyday
they just
thing.
wanted it to be historically accurate.
Just not unbothered. Up next we got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
I enjoyed it.
So good.
It
I still
wasn't a
have-
long, it wasn't a long slog of anything. It was pretty spread out between the characters and stuff like that. So
Do you think
Has it
there's a
really been that
future?
long?
Yeah, that came out. Let's see.
Jesus. November, wasn't it?
Came out in March 31st.
Oh,
Look, you were
right,
way
right.
off.
Hey, whatever.
But I mean, it's. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen like some clips.
Bro, it's on Prime.
I haven't. I don't have time. Well, I haven't.
You watched John Wick 4. You have
I haven't
time.
borrowed, but I mean, I just I don't know. I just haven't had time to actually sit and commit to it. But apparently, it's like it's. I mean, I assume nerds liked it, which I'll probably like it as well. But I just haven't sat down and actually
It
commit.
did D&D justice
Yeah, it was good.
compared to the other D&D movies.
Yeah, like I saw the arena scene of like them going in that little. I guess it's a maze.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like they do that stuff. That was pretty cool. I just haven't actually watched it. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. I it was kind of boring for me. Some people would
It's
like
not
it.
meant for you. It's meant for kids, and my kid
That's what they
loves
say.
it.
But here's the thing: if you make a movie about a video game that's been around for years, old people are going to watch it because I'm familiar with Mario from the games and old games, and that's what I want to see. Yeah, like, some of the fan service was good, but I don't know. It just I didn't really super duper enjoy
Well,
it.
that's the thing, is that like the only part about that movie that is for you is the fan service.
It's the
Yeah.
nostalgia of it. But
Yeah.
see, I went in watching it with my kid. I turned my adult brain off and turned my kid brain on and just watched the kid movie with my kid and just, yeah, this is funny. This is cool. Oh, Mario got hurt. Oh, he doesn't like mushrooms. That's ironic and funny.
But he eats mushrooms.
And he has to eat it to be big.
Yeah, and then Christy had to change both of y'all's diapers.
Actually, I saw it with Christy.
Strange. We still had to
no.
watch the movie while she did it, though. So
Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't my cup of tea. And obviously, it's probably going to get a sequel because
Can we take a moment to acknowledge Greg's first funny joke ever on the podcast?
I missed it, I guess.
I made a
He
joke?
said, yeah, he said Christy had to change both y'all's diapers. That was hilarious.
I was there for that one, yeah.
I almost
funny
pooped
joke
my
of the season.
pants. Almost pooped my
It
pants.
was so funny.
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise. It's a sequel to the newer reboot of Evil Dead, and it wasn't. It was. I mean, it's an Evil Dead movie, so there's a lot of gore and blood and spooky images. But it was really neat because if you're familiar with Evil Dead, it introduces a new Book of the Dead. So there are at least like 3 Book of the Deads in the world, and I thought that was really neat. I liked the setting because every time we've ever seen Evil Dead, it's either in a cabin in the woods or the Army of Darkness, which was in the past in the Middle Ages. This one, it set it in a apartment building, and it was just really like it was a very claustrophobic bottle movie, and it was pretty neat from that aspect. Pretty lackluster ending, but I thoroughly enjoyed it as far as an Evil Dead sequel goes.
And he retired, right? That the actor.
Bruce Campbell's not. Oh well, actually no, it's a lie. Bruce Campbell is in the movie, but it's just his voice.
But he's like officially retired, I believe we saw a while back.
Yeah, he's no longer going to play Ash.
Is the car in the movie?
No.
Did Sam Raimi direct it? No.
No, it's a different
Oh,
director.
okay.
Yeah, I watched the series that was like what, 3 seasons?
Sam Raimi produced it, but he didn't direct it. Oh, what'd you say, Reed? Sorry.
I was saying I watched the series, which was like 3 seasons, right? On what was it, Apple?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that where the movie's at as well?
Sci-fi, wasn't it?
No, yeah. What it is, so there's the original trilogy of Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. And the Ash versus Evil Dead is the sequel to those movies. And there was a new reboot that came out called Evil Dead. And this Evil Dead Rise is the sequel to that reboot. So it takes place in a new world, pretty much.
Okay, I'll have to catch up. I know I just watched the series. I've never really actually seen an Evil Dead movie. So
I could say you could watch Evil Dead 2 because Evil Dead 2 is just a remake of Evil Dead 1, and Army of Darkness is phenomenal. Like if you liked the show Ash versus Evil Dead, you'll love Army of Darkness. It's hilarious and it's just 10 out of 10.
okay, I might go look into those.
Yeah, I'd give those should be on Max, I believe.
Oh, Max. Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I forgot the Spanish word for 3. That's what I was trying to do.
Trace.
Here we go.
Trace.
Numero Trace. There we go. I'm gonna hear y'all's opinion on this first before I say mine because I might be the only one who thinks this.
Greg's like, I
Didn't need to
hated it.
happen.
It was so stupid. I liked it.
Too many
It was-
heartstrings to pull at, man. I don't like
It was
crying in a
good.
movie.
It was good, but I don't think they need to do a third one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I liked that we got to learn. It was more of a rocket movie.
Yeah, it's a
then-
backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I thought was cool about it. That we got to learn a lot about Rocket, his background. High Evolutionary was a great villain. One of the better Marvel villains that have come out.
Just the face of it is
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy and cool though.
But I kind of agree with Flippo. It wasn't bad, but I don't know if it was like my favorite. Guardians 1 is still my favorite, but it's one of the better Marvel movies that have come
And-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it from that aspect.
Do you agree with Flippo so much that they shouldn't build off of that one and just stop?
Oh well. I mean, the way 3 ends, we're not gonna see the crew again. It did say that Star-Lord would return. But I mean, if we do get a Guardians again, it's
Yeah.
going to be this new team.
Yeah,
and
That's
so
at the end
like,
there, yeah. Or
so that could be interesting. But I mean, one of the things that I loved about him is they were such a good team to watch. So to kind of not have most of them is a little downing. But if they did expand on it, that's fine. I just thought this was a really good ending to
It just-
this team.
I bet it did it because James Gunn's not going to come back.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. He wrote it almost like this is
It's a memoir almost.
Yeah, since I'm leaving, I'm ending it. Like y'all can do whatever y'all want with this new group, but my people, this is how I want
yeah, but yeah, I agree now that you say it. You know, it was a nice button on the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then said Star-Lord will be back and
Yeah.
some other new storyline there. So
And I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'm genuinely surprised none of the OGs died. Like I went into it thinking at least one of them was gonna die.
Me too.
But no,
I mean, there was already too much death with
they're all-
Rocket's friends.
Yeah,
Well-
but I was expecting just one. I mainly one I thought was going to be Drax, but nobody. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
I mean,
guess.
technically, one did die.
Just not in this movie.
Rocket
Yeah.
technically did die
Oh.
in the movie
And came back. Yeah.
and then came back.
Yeah,
I meant
but,
Gamora. She died.
I meant just like this, they're done. So that was surprising, but definitely one of the best Marvel movies I've seen in a long.
Yeah, I liked it. Casey cried a lot.
I almost did. Yeah.
The Little Mermaid,
Almost.
also called "Who Gives a Crap?" Am I right?
Who gives a fish to?
Hey, do you like fish sticks? Oh, I guess you're a gay fish.
Reed, you're funny today.
Yeah, I stole
but
that
no,
one from South Park.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
no interest. I had no interest in seeing that.
I
I
haven't.
don't like Disney makes live action remakes. I think it's a huge money grab, and none
Wow.
of them are good.
Yeah, keeping
Like,
licenses.
I got
stuff.
maybe I liked the Jungle Book, and that's about it.
Here's my
and
take on
everyone
it.
else-
If you do a live action, I'm fine with like seeing like a live action tiger talking and all this other stuff. But when you start making live action fish, compared to the movie, they look
It's a lot
nothing
fun.
the same. And
Yeah.
so it's weird and freaky. They're just like little aliens. And so when I saw them put Flounder in that trailer, I was like, who is that? It is.
Kill it!
But yeah, I mean, and they're making remakes of new movies. Like I saw that they're remaking Moana,
What?
and
Dude,
like, that
already?
movie just
Are you sure
yeah,
it's a
that movie-
remake or a sequel?
yeah, they're
Or
doing
a live action.
remake.
Oh.
Oh,
They're doing
yeah,
a live action
live
of
action.
Tangled too.
It's like these just came out.
dear
Like it
Lord.
makes sense to do the old ones, but come on.
Stop. Make something original. Come on.
I will say that
I want
being
the live-
said, they are doing a live action remake of Aristocats. I
No.
might watch that.
No,
Yes.
I might watch that.
I think
It's gonna
I
be
will watch
Cats.
that one.
it's gonna be
Aristocats is
Cats.
but Aristocats is one of my favorite Disney
Yeah, but it's
movies.
gonna
No.
look like Cats.
It's not going to look like cats because they're not going to be people. They're going to be cats.
I'm,
Like
Yeah.
they should
With
have done
buttholes.
in Cats.
I'm interested if it does come out, but I'll
Yeah.
take a look at the trailer first.
You know,
and
I'll
see
be
it.
honest though, I prefer to watch a live action Oliver and Company than Aristocats.
Yes,
True.
yes.
Also,
Yeah.
Or like all
Uh,
dogs go to heaven.
Yes.
Reed.
Yeah.
Classic.
they are making original stuff. They're just also doing live action stuff.
Or a Black Cauldron live action movie.
Ooh,
That would be a
Ooh.
sick
Ooh.
movie.
They would never.
be a dark movie. It'd
I
be like
would
the
love it.
Maleficent style.
I would.
Yeah, Disney.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was
No,
gonna
I want
say
to know what
Disney-
you would do.
Nope.
Well, Disney hates Black Cauldron so much they would never do it. And let's see, since we're running out of time, we'll kind of speed run this. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Friggin' sweet.
I was
I
mad at the ending. I forgot that Devin told me about it, and then me and Chrissy went on a quick little couples trip to Austin and saw it, and then both of us were like, "I feel cheated."
Right?
So mad.
Just the cliffhanger. Like I was excited, but then I was like, I knew it was coming. I knew the cliffhanger was coming, but I was like,
Yeah.
where's it gonna be? Where's it gonna be? Where's it gonna be? And it was in the worst possible spot, like the
Yeah.
best possible spot for cliffhanger, but the worst possible spot.
I kept looking at my watch and be like, "Oh man, this is gonna be long and great." And then
I'm gonna come out and say it. I didn't like it.
You should slap yourself in the face right now.
It was a
go
little.
run yourself over with the car.
It was almost a little too much going on, and like I really loved the first one. I thought this is great. This one I felt like it tried to explain like so much in a short time, and it was just like, oh god, all right, great. But I mean, some of the characters are great.
It's almost a 3.5-3-hour movie.
I will say I liked the ending more than the rest of the movie. Like when Miles goes to the wrong dimension and they think he's home. I thought that was like the best part of the whole movie. I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And then it ends, and I'm like, oh, dang it! Like but I don't know. I think the Spot is a really good villain.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people whenever they announced it, probably like, oh, he's a joke character. No, he was a big deal, and it was really neat.
That chase through the Spider headquarters took 4 years to animate.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was crazy.
Let's see. And I got 2 more on the list. This next one is The Flash.
The TV show or the movie?
The movie.
No, the movie.
obviously.
Well, the
movie.
TV show also recently ended, which is why I was asking.
Oh no, yeah, the Flash movie. Sorry, I should have specified. I'm torn. I liked some of the movie, but I was not a fan. I think it's baloney that director said that the movie's supposed to look bad, and I'm just like, really? Like, is it what were you is it really supposed to look this bad? And
Well,
I
they were
thought that
like,
was-
they're like, it's supposed to look cheesy because we wanted to keep it like the comics. And I was like, pretty sure in the comics they just draw the person to look exactly like they're supposed to. It's
Yeah,
none of this
comic-
cheese crap.
yeah, comic looks a lot better than the movie. It was I liked some elements, like some of the multiverse parts. I loved seeing Nick Cage as Superman.
Who?
Like-
Wait. I was like, Michael Keaton was Batman.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton was great. I loved seeing him as Batman again. And I really loved Supergirl. She was awesome. I kind of want to explore that character. I was like, let's see more Supergirl.
Well,
Is-
she's dead. So
Is the
Yeah.
is it the actress from the TV show or someone else?
No,
Someone
it's
else.
a new actress.
But like that
it-
was still a missed opportunity with all that stuff because they didn't put Grant Gustin in during all that multiversal stuff. But they brought Ezra Miller in for a cameo in Grant Gustin's as like a
I know, right?
after credit scene.
Yeah, some of it was good, some of it was bad. I was just kind of really disappointed, and also a lot of the Ezra Miller stuff that they've done in their lives is just kind of really put me off on it originally. So it's just kind of like,
Did you
I
guys?
also think
Did you
Go ahead,
guys
Tim.
hear that one of the head producers of that movie basically said that when people watch the movie, they'll forget all about Ezra Miller's shitty reputation? And then,
Nope.
like, they just got, like, shat on by pretty much everybody.
People
I-
still come out of that movie. Oh man, that was good for Ezra. You know.
Yeah. Wow, Ezra
Well,
should get the Presidential Medal of Freedom now.
I finished the movie and I thought, I still remember his crime.
Yeah. He should get multiple charges.
Well, didn't they
Yeah.
lose, like, $200 million on it still?
Oh yeah, because I
much?
mean they could barely market that movie because like they couldn't
Yeah.
they couldn't put Ezra Miller really in any kind of like marketing material, like put press junkets and all that kind of stuff. I
It
don't know.
was
Almost $200 million is what they lost.
and you know, I think I probably would have liked it a little bit better if the CGI hadn't been so bad and distracting. But like it was still okay. There was nothing to go crazy about.
Is it an interesting story though? Because I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it
Some
either.
of it is. I mean, it's just another multiverse movie.
Yeah.
Is all it really is. And so, I mean, they kind of do some new things, but it's just another multiverse movie.
I think
It's
Michael
nothing-
to me was the best part about that whole movie.
I'm
He's who I wanted to go
because
see.
I heard Nick Cage is Batman. I'm like,
Superman.
I think I gotta watch it.
Superman,
he plays Superman. All right, so last one I have on my list is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. As far as Transformers go, it was actually pretty banging.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I want to like spoil the ending, but it sets up a crossover that for in the future I'm very excited to see. Have y'all seen it?
I have which one?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
I
you've seen
forgot
it,
the
Devin?
ending already.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess since we've mainly seen it, it teases a crossover with Transformers and
Oh,
G.I.
Okay, I
Joe.
thought so.
And so that's going to be pretty exciting.
Mm.
Since we're running out of time, I guess we'll go ahead and do final thoughts.
Wait.
Is there anything that I missed or
I
that
had-
y'all had?
I had two very brief things.
Then go for it.
The people who've died in 2023 so far this year.
Uh-huh.
Paul Rubens.
That one surprised me because it was he kept it a secret. Like he pulled a Chadwick Boseman, and it was just like,
Yeah.
oh man. So that's not.
Norm Macdonald was the same way.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, it's none of
Um,
our business, but I would have liked to have been told.
Yeah.
Tina Turner.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Jerry Springer.
That one was surprising too, but I guess he was a lot older than I thought he was.
Yeah. This one was surprising. Lance Reddick.
Yeah, that one hurt. I was
Yeah.
like, man, that sucks. And
That's right when
did y'all see the special episode of Invincible on Amazon?
Mm-mm.
No.
He was in it, and so hearing his voice again, I was just like, you sneaky little boy. And
I had
so
just gotten back into Destiny 2 when he passed away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Richard
And
Belzer?
who's taking him over? It's the other like African American that's very popular in voiceover.
Yeah, he
games.
voices Spawn. What's his name?
James
I
Earl
don't remember.
Jones.
No,
Google
no.
it.
know his name. Keith David.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fun.
Keith David.
I think
Richard
he's taking over
Belzer-
for Destiny.
Is my last one, and if you don't know who that is, he was in NCIS Special Victims Unit something.
Who's this?
Yeah.
He was the old white guy with like tinted glasses and big ears.
No, say the name.
Richard Belzer.
Okay.
The
what's
last
your other-
thing I wanted to talk about was like while we were gone, they also did that PlayStation X talk over the summer where they announced a bunch of new games,
Mhm.
and they showed the trailer for the new Spider-Man game. Did you guys watch any of the stuff that I sent you, like the ones with like the customization and all that other stuff?
No,
A
I don't think
little
so.
bit, yeah.
Oh man, it looks so friggin' sweet. I'm so excited. I like that you can change the look of the symbiote.
Yeah. It's gonna be a really good. There hasn't been a game that's come out recently that I've been excited for. I did
Yeah.
buy Baldur's Gate 3, and that one I'm really excited to play. But other than that, there hasn't been a game that's come out recently that I'm just like, ooh, I need to play it.
Yeah, I got Baldur's too.
Greg, you
I
know
have
it's a
Baldur's.
turn-based game, right?
No, yeah, that's what I love about it. Like, I think I would love a really good D&D.
I thought you
Not a
can
game.
turn off the turn-based mode.
I would like it more if it was turn. Because
It is.
I don't like-
It is turn-based.
Yeah, I like that because I played one, Pillars of Eternity.
Oh yeah.
I tried that one. I don't like it. You know, you play it and you tell your dude to do stuff, and then you pause it if you want to do something different. And
Mhm.
it's hard to keep up with. So I'm happy to hear that it is turn based in Baldur's, and this is my first
I'm
time.
excited.
This would be my first time playing a Baldur's Gate as well.
I think it's September 2nd is whenever it comes out. I'm really excited.
No, early access is September
That's
2nd.
September 2nd is the early access.
Don't worry, I got the deluxe edition.
Mm.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
get
saw.
it. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, I saw.
Um,
I have it to where it's gonna preload.
Nice.
You go through my games, you're like, yes, he bought it.
I was like, I wasn't expecting you to buy it. I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Oh hell yeah.
I've been seeing a whole bunch of videos on it and like stuff because I guess it came out early on PC.
Yeah.
Like it's already
It
out.
came out in
on PC,
August.
So I've just been seeing a bunch of games.
It's been in beta for years now, though, so it's not like a new
Like
game.
4 years
Yeah.
has been in
It looks
beta
awesome.
or
It
something like
looks
that.
And now it's finally released. They released a full product, and they said that they're not going to release any microtransactions. So
Which is
there's not
great.
going to be any like DLC, but they might have updates to increase the content in the game.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said
that's
it's no planned DLC yet,
Hmm.
but it wouldn't put it past me that they would because they like Steam loaded the servers like that first week.
Yeah,
I think they had like 1 million playing at one time.
yeah. I think I read somewhere that somebody beat it in like 4 days or something.
Nerd.
But
Fucking loser.
well, let's go on ahead and
I wasn't
end it.
done.
Oh well, I'm
We're up to the Baldur's Gate.
It's already
What?
been an hour.
It's two. I had 2 more things, but you guys went on this Baldur's Gate tangent.
we'll go speed run it. Let's go.
So I saw about the Spider-Man thing. I saw that at some point you're going to be able to play as Venom, like the big Venom.
Great. Next one.
And then if you pre-order the special edition, you can't download it. They're sending you the code.
Oh my gosh, this
That's it. That's
guy
all. I'm
right
done.
here.
I'm done.
This is why he doesn't host the show.
Are you kidding me? Great talk forever.
That's why
This is
I'm
good
the
at
host
it.
of the show.
Yeah, that's why he's the host of the show.
All right. Well, it was wonderful having you guys back. I missed y'all a bunch. Next week, we will be talking the new Ahsoka show. Basically, just our first thoughts on it, and we hope to see y'all then. And let's do the
Who
new
remembers the outro?
outro. I remember my part.
I remember my part.
Yeah.
I remember my part, but I don't know
We'll
if
find
any of
out.
that matters because we don't do them very
All right.
often.
Well, let's try our best with an outro.
Don't look at
And
me.
Thank you guys for joining us today with the Caped Complainers.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
And check out our YouTube channel, which we're going to be posting our shorts to, our highlight reel, and our Twitch stream where we stream our podcast on every Sunday/Saturday
Whenever we feel like it.
/Friday.
And I guess
Reed?
did we remove Reed's part? We did. Reed, just say something.
No, this is Reed's part. It's his turn now.
And follow
Oh,
the
oh.
mothership at I-45 now
Just
slash
say
Vinyl
something.
Draft
Just say anything.
Radio.
We can't hear you,
And
Reed.
thanks for joining.
Reed. All right.
Thanks.
Dang it, Tim said that.
All right. We look forward to this new season and thank y'all for joining us. And don't forget, no one complains like a fan. All right. Bye-bye.
Stay liquid.
Bye.
That was silly.
That was so long.
What the fuck did Devin say?